Hi folks, as you may know, I've been giving Skype guitar lessons now for nearly 3 months. Do you want to know how it's been going and the kinds of things that I've been doing and learning about and patterns that I'm noticing? Let's get into it, shall we? Right, my most common question, can you help me get out of the blues scale rut, this thing I've been doing for 15 years? So I might ask my pupil, okay, can you give me your blues scale? Show me what you mean with a blues scale. So I might hear this. I might even get something like this. Or something like that. So then I thought, okay, well my blues scale is that, because that is undisputedly the blues scale. But my blues scale seems to be a wee bit more interesting. So mine might be this. So mine's just a bit more interesting, a bit more intriguing. Before some of you go, but that's such and such mode or melodic whatever's, I don't know, I have no idea what it is, because to me the names are not that meaningful for me. But that, I was playing blues in the blues position that we all know and love, where you're going down a tone, I'm going down a semitone, I'm reaching across to notes that maybe you don't hit. So that's one reason why the guitar teacher's playing might seem a bit more intriguing than the pupils playing, right? So here are some things to maybe get you out of that. I might play some diminished. So I'm playing my blues. But for interest, then to beat the same drum on the way back down, I might go down to the 5. Just to perk the ear up, getting these diminished in. I might throw in an augmented run. So here's my blues. Watch this. Again, just to spice things up a wee bit. Now, for viewer interest, I'm going to change guitars for no other reason than viewer interest. We're going to go for the big Gibson, the big Gibson J-185. Right, so I will mix and match my major scale notes with my blues scale notes. For example, here I go playing mainly major. Into some blue notes. Still with blues. Into more major blues. So that mix and match again creates interest. Next guitar, gold top. Right, using tension and release type tricks that I might do that my pupil might not know to do. For example, watch this. Tension, release. Tension, release. Tension, release. Tension, release. Watch this one. So this rocking back and forward idea can be very useful. Next one, I bring you the 335. Note order and note choice. I might use a very unintuitive choice of notes in weird orders compared to, say, my pupils. Watch this, for example. So strange note choices and a strange order sometimes, again, creates interest. A major key, one of my favourites. That type of thing. Wee tricks that you learn over the years, just to, again, to perk up the listener's ear. Next up, Telecaster. Playing the changes, or playing over the changes, playing through the changes. I get asked about that a lot. A lot of YouTubers keep talking about, you know, playing notes with your lead that suggest the chords behind you. So my pupils may not be aware of that, or might not even be aware of what the chords are behind them. When you're first learning guitar, you don't really think about that, but be aware of what the chords are behind you. Is there anything you can do with your scales to just move a semitone down a bit, up a bit, something to suggest the chord? For example, watch this. Here I am in A. That's very conducive to hammering home the message that we're in A, but watch this. When I do that, to me, as a listener, I think, all right, we've gone at the 4 chord now, which would be D7 or D. And I might really play notes like that to hammer home that we're in D. And continue to hammer home that message by playing notes that hammer the D7. Watch me spell out D to D minor. Back to A. You get the idea. So those are some of the things that I do to try and convince the listener that I'm not in a rut. The truth is I am in a rut and I am in a prison just like you, but maybe my walls are further apart and the neck is looking less scary every year. It's less and less holes in it. Now, to not let the next guitar not have a shout, it's the Stratocaster's turn. Right, let's finish up with this, right? What are the biggest holes typically in someone's knowledge when they go for a guitar lesson? Put it this way, if you know the following 8 things already on this list, then you must have a platform that allows you to then spring from to become a better player. But these are the 8, this is the structure that I would say, if I had to invent a structure, this is it. Number 1, ignore what I'm about to say and go put on John Mayall and the Blues Breakers and learn it note for note. Go and get Gary Moore's Brazilian Walkways and learn it and have fun. Get those quick rewards that you need. That's what we all did. That's what I did. And the rest, don't even listen. But if you insist on listening to the rest of the things on this list, fine. Number 2, do you know every note on the guitar? Do you know what that one is? Do you know what that one is? Do you know what this one is? Go learn it. Number 3, do you know all your basic chords in all the positions up the neck? So there's only 3 positions. That's good news. There's only 3 positions, because by the time you get to play the 4th position, it just repeats. So if you've got your chord 1 position, another position, another position, and then it repeats. That one is often, it's the same thing. But they get the, it's 3 positions, so go learn all your chords in all 3 positions up the neck. Has your ear already learned and recognised that chords, some chords seem to go together in little families? That seems to go well with this, which seems to go well with this, and seems to resolve back to that. How many times have you heard this in music? That one seems to be allowed into the family. And resolve. What about this one? We've heard that before in music. I've heard that before in music. Oh yeah, we knew that was coming. And it's probably going to resolve now to that. So learn, get to know that, and know that when, what key are we in? We're in G. Oh, you've probably got a C coming up at some point. You've probably got a D as a turnaround chord. You might get the relative minor thrown in, which is an E minor, blah, blah, blah. Go understand that, or get familiar with that. Do you know the Nashville number system? Don't go too heavily into this. I don't know it that well, but if that was our 1 chord, that's our 4 chord, there's our 5 chord, to call that the 6 minor or the relative minor. I wouldn't call that theory. That's just kind of knowing what language are we all speaking here, guys? Why is there a man at the drum kit going, should tell me I got the 5 chords. You know, just learn that language. Number 6, do you know the 2 basic scales like we've talked about? Do you know the blues scale? Do you know the major scale? Go learn it. From those 2 scales, everything else comes. Then he talked to me about Dorians and Mixolydians. Who gives a hoot? Those are your 2 scales. Move a semitone up, move a semitone down, stick this bit in, and who cares what it's called? That, everything grows out of that. Picture your favourite chord. Can you play the major scale out of that, or the major notes in the major scale out of that, but in all 3 positions? So let's say, oh God, position 1, major scale or major notes. Now move up to there, major notes please. There, can you play major notes? Great, learn it. Learn major notes out of all 3 positions. Now do it again, but for the blues scale. That's major, sorry. How can that be a bad thing? Go learn that. Lastly, can you mix the 2 scales together like I showed you earlier on in this video? If you can do that, you'll have a great platform from that list to then become a better player, either by self-discovery or guitar lessons. So hope you found that helpful. It's certainly been interesting over the period. It's great when people phone up and they want a specific thing, we can get right on into it. But sometimes, you know, you don't know what you want, you just want to ask the teacher, just lead me, take me to where you think I need to go. And so that's fine too, I've been doing that. And that usually means we'll look at a concept or a few chords or a lead idea. And to keep it interesting, we'll do at least 1 lick of the day, so they go away with a new lick for their toolbox. But it's been good fun. Thank you very much for watching. I hope somebody got something out of that, and you know where I am if you need me for a Skype lesson. Right, I'm starving. I'm going to go down for some food, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye for now.